Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Returning it, John Ross. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Their seventh-year quarterback from TCU bringing him onto the field. That's the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And Green with a catch left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The numbers for Green a week ago: 6 catches, 74 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again, Dalton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And it'll be Dalton again. Eluding the pressure right. And Eifert has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the rookie from Pitt, this is James Conner. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. There's Roethlisberger. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
He really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The numbers last week for Bernard, 21 carries, 82 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On third down, Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They go play action here on first down. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And over the middle, it's LaFell. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. This will be Dalton again. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He's got his man, Boyd. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he puts it through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Again, it's Connor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 1 quarter down here on a frigid December night. 10-zip our score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Here's Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Second down, Dalton. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got bent.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
6 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This will be caught by Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. Now, they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He got his man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached...
Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, it's Connor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Connor. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Connor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Connor. Room here to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They run with Connor. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
23 yards on the play. And they're going to speed things up here.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
That penalty is declined.
Play clock winding down. Here's Dalton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, Hands, a little bit questionable.
Throwing, Dalton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Third and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, the spin. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It's Connor as they stay on the ground, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On third down, that's Connor, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything.
And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Now Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
4th and 2 is normally a passing down. But in this case, they decided to give it to their running back. And he did get the first down.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Boswell for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Dalton. He sets to fire deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Another chance for Dalton. Pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They start with a give to counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Throwing left side, it's complete. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And Dalton to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
This is taken at about the 14. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Encroachment, defense.
Jumpy on. Right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile, too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's either a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And James has it. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. To throw again is Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, it's Bell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That that could finish things off for him.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Roethlisberger to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Roethlisberger, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go.
And he loses the football the 2nd time. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have regained the lead. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT. And now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
Yeah, a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. There goes Green. And Green with a catch left side. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 54 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. If you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So each team's had it. Each team's put up 3. It's sudden death now, and here we go. Short boot, take it at the 21. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The drive will start with Connor. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. And ready now for 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.